Yeah.
Hey guys, Nathaniel here again, and I'm here with my good friend Alex today. Thanks for joining me today, Alex.
Been a great 4th of July weekend with you.
Yes, it has, yeah, and I'm glad that, you've shown me this hospitality and such, but also driving me to a lot of movies. And one of these movies that we saw was Midsommar, directed by Ari Aster, starring Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, Will Poulter, William Henry Jackson, and a bunch of other people.
And Swedish actors, too.
Bunch of Swedish actors, we don't know. But, yeah, I mean, Hereditary was one of my favorite movies of 2018. I think we can both agree it was one of the best horror films from this decade.
I mean, it was getting compared to The Exorcist when it was released last year. And
As
I
it
think
should,
I think
yeah.
it was fair. I mean, they're different movies, but it was definitely
But in
haunting.
terms of, like, the scares and, like, just the craft behind it.
Yeah, it was a beautiful film in a disturbing way, just like Midsommar was.
Yeah, and talk about disturbing. I think we can both agree that Hereditary is a stronger film thematically and screenplay-wise. But Midsommar, I mean, the direction, the cinematography, the sound design, what else?
Everything about it. I mean, there's visuals, like there's images you see in that film that you can't get out. And
That's the thing, yeah.
I know Hereditary had that as well, like we were talking about that also after we walked out of the film. But we're still talking a day after seeing it. Oh, we're still scarred.
That's the thing, though. It's so much more disturbing than Hereditary. Because and the ending, without getting into spoilers, is wow.
And a great thing about that, too, and without giving away any spoilers as well, Ari Aster, he foreshadows his film so well. Like, he gives away the ending really early. Like, I'm not going to say what it is because that's spoiling it. But, like, if you really pay attention, like, on a review, like, later, like, we obviously will, we're going to see a lot more details that we missed.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of critics, or some critics, aren't liking this film as much because they're saying there is no story and that the first 20 minutes don't tie into the piece as a whole, but really they're integral to the entirety of the film. Because you look at, once you break down certain scenes and you break down themes, it's very prevalent what he's trying to tell.
Well, just like in Hereditary, a tragedy is what is the main thing about it and how the family reacts. In a way, Midsommar is similar, but I think
it's not as directly tied in, where Hereditary is like the whole movie is about the grandmother and how she affects the family,
The thing is with him as well, like he was told by the Hollywood executives initially to make a slasher film set in a cult in Sweden, and he said, no, I just went through a bad thing. I was with a girl and things ended sourly, so I want to write a movie relating about a boyfriend and girlfriend who are going to be doing not so well.
It's It's a really messed up version of a John Paul song.
Beatles reference right there.
Yeah. But no, it's just so great. And the thing I love about Ari Aster's films, for these two movies alone, is how he directs his actors. Because, I mean, sure, like, Jack Rayner's really good. Will Poulter's hilarious.
The thing is, he didn't wear the Millers. He was great in that movie, but it's just like a silly comedy.
Yeah, but, well, I think he's developed quite a resume for himself the past few years. But Florence Pugh, whoa. I'm telling you, she was in Lady Macbeth and Fighting With My Family, which was earlier this year. And so I knew she was a really good actress, but she needs to blow up after this. This is going to make her a star, 100%.
And I know, like, it's one of those things, like, comparing actors and all that is, like, sometimes too difficult, but would you say Toni Collette or her if you had to select one?
Toni Collette. I mean, but also Toni Collette's more of a veteran, and the role was, I don't know, I think that role was more challenging and she brought more to it. But still, like, that's not to knock Florence Pugh at all, because she's really a great emerging talent. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, like, if she had a few Oscar nominations.
Well, there's two scenes in this movie that me and you were
maybe
talking
for
about.
This movie, I don't know.
Florence Pugh has two scenes. Like, she's great the whole film, but there's two scenes that stand out. Her emotional reactions to things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it made the whole audience just, like, feel what she was feeling. It was...
And the other thing I love about is the way he depicts the events that happen. Like, he doesn't really show a lot of the violence on screen. I know some people didn't like that, but that's what I love about it. It's the attention of not knowing exactly what happened and seeing the aftermath of it. So then you like, the wheels start turning, and then you think, oh, like, it really gets into your head that way.
And the thing is, even when he does show the gore, I mean, he's very direct with that. And the nudity, too. I mean, that's Also, letting you know now, there's a lot of nudity as well.
There's some weird stuff in this movie, and some of it, and this isn't a complaint at all, but we were just laughing because like
it's so bizarre.
It was just the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, it's really like it's hard to believe. Well, not really after seeing these two movies that Ari Aster like directed two of the best directed films in the past 2 years.
Yeah, and he's at most in his early 30s. I mean, I don't know his exact age.
Exactly. It's like I think he's very. It's very inspiring to younger filmmakers, especially like someone like me who wants to get into filmmaking, to see this sort of filmmaker emerge at this time in his career.
And the thing is, too, that's great about A24 because they're one of the best film studios.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
They give full creative freedom. Whatever the director wants to do, like, they let them do it. But whether it be with A24 with directors like Ari Aster, Bo Burnham, who made his directorial debut with 8th Grade. And even
Jonah Hill,
everybody, even with Booksmart, I mean, one of your favorite movies of the year.
That's not A24, though.
No, it's not.
That's okay. But yeah, no, it's really interesting. And I feel like Ari Aster, he was saying something like he's not going to direct another horror movie again, but like I kind of want to see him direct another one.
I mean, he might be tired of it. I mean, his movies are great and all, but like think about it this way: would you want to be doing the same genre over and over? I know he's great.
But I mean, like it's still I do want to see what other genres he does, but at the same time, it's like he does horror so well. Like because as I said about Hereditary, it's one of the best horror films of the decade. I'd say the same about Midsommar.
Well, I agree with you there. Don't fix something if it's not broken.
Yeah.
He's been amazing. Like nothing's broken about his films. Maybe a little bit. The biggest negatives that I have, and I'm gonna say it right now, real quick, because there's not many negatives, is the fact that some of the characters aren't really like developed fully.
But also some of them make some really stupid decisions, and I really don't know why it happened. And it wasn't the worst thing ever, but still like it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean those were the two biggest faults we had. Like some of the characters, like you just said, like the horror movie do's and don'ts, they follow some.
And you could see what was happening with most of the
writing was on the wall. Yeah, like you saw
until the ending.
Yeah.
Which completely blew away my expectations. I was telling our other friend who saw with us that this is going to be an insane movie, and it was even more insane than I thought it was going to be. And just sometimes, like I think about that ending, and it turns my stomach. Some of the visuals and it's just the
score as well. I mean,
and the score, absolutely. How could I forget about the score? It's definitely one of the best film scores I've heard all year.
Yeah, there's been so many, but like I think this just sticks with you because the ending, like I can remember what it was like being in there, feeling like everything.
My jaw was dropped the whole time.
Yeah, I was looking over you. He was sitting next to me, and he was just like, "What is going on? Like, what is going on right now?" We looked at one another. We like, it was just a surreal feeling, just being in that theater with like, and also it was really nice to see like it was pretty full too because most indie movies and horror movies like that, you're gonna be like. One of like 5 at most,
Though it wasn't as full as when I saw Hereditary opening night. That was like full to the.
Well, we also went in the morning too, so that was. Also...
That's true. Cheap tickets at Regal in the morning.
$7.
But yeah, so overall, what did you think?
I thought it was a really, really, really good sophomore outing from Ari Aster. Even better than Us, and that was Jordan Peele's second movie after Get Out. I feel like there were some things like we just talked about a little bit ago about the characters and their decisions and a little bit of the development, but overall, it's going to stick with me for a long time, and I can't wait to see it again. So I'm going to give it 8.7 out of 10.
8.7. All right. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for Midsommar. Have you guys seen it? Well, let us know because we'd love to hear what you think about it.
Yeah, we definitely would, but it's not for everyone.
No. The casual moviegoers will not really enjoy this film. But hopefully film lovers do. We definitely did.
And everyone that doesn't, it's, in our opinion, they're lost, but everyone's entitled to whatever you want to think.
That's true. But alright, so if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and we'll be back with you in some more movie reviews very soon. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you, everyone.